Carly Watkins cherishes time at home with her daughter Ella.
Since being given the home, I could just be a mum, enjoy being a mother and my kids being kids. It's, the little things that people, take for granted in life that was a huge, big difference for me and my kids.
The pair and Carly's older daughter haven't always had somewhere secure to live. After experiencing domestic violence in 2015, Carly turned to drugs, which led to crime and then prison. Her relationship with her parents was under stress when she lived with them, but when she was released from prison, it was either that or sleep in her car.
It's very stressful without stability. It's just an ongoing train ride, I guess you could say, back in jail and back out. It's really hard when you get to those gates to not have anywhere to go, and that then leads to crime again, and just an ongoing cycle of trying to survive.
Well done, Ella.
When Ella was born, the pair moved into a women's shelter.
Wow.
Although I was very appreciative of having somewhere to go and having my baby with me, it was very hard on my mental health.
Housing has never been harder to find in Tasmania, where rental vacancy rates in cities are less than 1%. The social housing waitlist is the longest it's ever been, and even Tasmanians deemed a priority are waiting more than 18 months for a home.
So if you're fresh out of prison, then you're going to start at the bottom of the wait list.
It's estimated about half of Tasmania's prison population is released into some form of homelessness.
I think it's very difficult to meet society's expectations of what we might call a normal life if you don't have a roof over your head.
Prisoners can access a general housing assistance service 30 weeks before they're released, but only one program, jointly funded by the Salvation Army and Justice Department, is dedicated to helping ex-prisoners with housing and reintegration.
The program has 3 staff, and between them they are looking to work with about 45 people a year, and we have 12 properties available to us to house those 45 people. So we do have quite a problem in the program of being able to help someone find secure accommodation before we can actually start to work with them on their other challenges.
It was through the Beyond the Wire program and her caseworker Ian that Carly Watkins was able to find long-term housing.
He was the support that I needed in every which way to get out of the system. Without it, I probably would still be stuck there.
A lack of housing is also affecting how long some people are staying in prison. Last financial year, 22% of applications for parole were adjourned due to the applicant not having secure or suitable accommodation.
If we consider that they're meeting other criteria, but if they don't have suitable accommodation available at the time that they're making their parole application or coming before the board, then the board is not really in a position to release them into the community, because unstable housing is a factor that can really impact someone's ability to comply with parole conditions.
We're sitting in a state, a very small state, that should be doing a lot better, but our recidivism rate is, I think, 51%, and it's the second highest in the country, behind the Northern Territory.
Patrick Burton co-authored a report into the outcomes for ex-prisoners who receive housing assistance and those who don't.
There was a big discrepancy. Those that were given public housing, there was dramatic decreases in their involvement with their police and crime and criminalisation, and of course reincarceration. So I think what people in the community need to know is that we can invest in programs and support. There's going to be less crime with people coming out of prison. There's going to be less victims, and ultimately they'll be living in a safer community.
The state government hasn't committed any more funding for prisoner housing programs, but the Corrections Minister says more can be done.
and I'm looking forward to doing more to support the rehabilitation and efforts in the community going forward.
Now Carly has a home, she's able to think about her family's future.
Whoa, go Ella, go Ella.
I need to get back into work and get my licence back and start to get back into the real world, I guess you could say.